let's learn how to make bubble letters or block letters. You start by writing out the word that you want to create just normally. And then for block letters, you're going to trace around the outline of each letter using straight lines. You'll use curved lines when you need to, like for the E, but as much as possible, you're going to use straight lines. Then, optionally, you can erase the pencil marks inside of the letters. I actually had a bad eraser that left a little streak, so I decided to just cover it up with some patterns. So you can definitely get creative if something happens, because that's what artists do. Artists are creative problem solvers. Now, if you want to make more of a bubble letter effect rather than block letters, you're going to do the same thing, write out your word, but instead of using straight lines, you're going to use curved lines. So I'm thinking about a bubble or a balloon. So I'm kind of almost imagining that I'm drawing a balloon or like a giant bubble that goes around each letter. So it's curved. And you can even add a little highlight to make it look even more bubbly or balloony. So those are the two options. And when you're done, you're going to take your scissors and cut out as best you can around the word, your bubble word or your block letter word. Now, some people actually want to do a phrase or like a few different words or even a quote. That is totally fine. It's just going to take a little more time and work because it's more words. Now, I want you guys to notice that as I'm cutting, my scissor hand, my cutting hand is staying in the same place, more or less. And the hand that's doing all of the work is the hand that's holding the paper. That's the hand that's moving the paper whenever we need to move around a letter. So I'm really using my non-scissor hand, which for me is my left hand, to move the paper around. Another thing that's going to make this easier is finding the scissor that's right for you, whether that's a loop scissor, a standard scissor, or a lefty scissor. So you can play around and see what works best. When we add glue, of course, we're going to add around the outside edges, and we're going to press it down so that all the edges are nice and flat. And this is my completed word quilt, and now I can't wait to see your finished product.